Well, hello once again, boys and girls, and tonight we get back on the trail of Bigfoot. Someone from over in North Tuscaloosa County to send me an email along with some pictures, and I want you to look at them and see what you think about him. His name's Dan. He does a lot of hiking over there, and this is some stuff that he ran across that afternoon. But before we get to that, I have one other thing I want to tell you about the Beauregard Tornado. I was talking to somebody today down there, and this is what happened to them. They were in a mobile home down there now whenever this tornado came through Sunday afternoon, and it flipped the mobile home that this person was in up in the air and slammed it down on the ground pretty hard, and it went all to pieces and pretty much destroyed it. But he said he didn't know how long that he lay. He said, of course, this was a hard hit when he hit the ground with this 170-mile-an-hour wind that this tornado was producing. But anyway, he said he didn't know exactly how long that he laid there in the trailer that was just tearing apart around him for a few minutes. He said he had his eyes closed, of course, after he had been hit so hard, and said he began to scramble up to his hands and knees to where he could hopefully see what was going on. And said all kind of stuff was hitting him, all type of debris, limbs and dirt and stuff inside the house and clothing and all that type of stuff coming out of the closets and everything. But he said finally he came to himself sort of enough just a few seconds later to sort of open his eyes to look around to see what was going on, because there were some other people in the trailer there with him. And he said he opened his eyes looking, and said he had his eyes open for maybe 2 or 3 or 4 seconds, and this wind speed or this wind pressure or whatever it was actually pulled the contacts out of his eyes. That's just unbelievable, unbelievable. But it actually happened, because I know this man, and I know he was telling the truth. He had no reason to make that up, and who would have made something up like that? But he said he could see good there, or pretty well there for a few minutes. Of course, the rain and the wind was blowing, but he said then he really needed his contacts or a pair of glasses, and I'm sure his glasses has been blown away. But he said that his contacts were actually pulled out of his eyes. So anyway, we're going to go on now to searching for Bigfoot. Now, Bigfoot can run from us, but he's like everybody else. He can't hide. So let's get on this Alabama adventure tonight as we go getting close to Bigfoot.
And now, from the tail end of the Appalachian mountain chain in the heart of the South, this is Alabama Adventures.
Okay, now tonight we go to North Tuscaloosa County. We go from one side of the state down in Lee County all the way over to the west side, the far west side of the state in Tuscaloosa County in just a few seconds. But anyway, what I want to tell you about was what was sort of going on. Dan does a lot of hiking, and that's what he was doing on this particular day. And he said he had ran up on some bent trees and some broken trees and that type of stuff that reminded him of Bigfoot signs. And so he ran up on this. He come walking up on this bluff, and he saw these trees like this. I'll show you that picture. He saw the trees sort of placed like this. He made a picture of it for us. And here in picture number 2, he has made a close-up, and it does look like this tree has been snapped or broken or something put in place. And then here picture number 3. Is a close-up of that, and you look at it and tell me what you think. Is this Bigfoot sign? It's very possible that it is. Anyway, he kept doing a little hiking that afternoon, and he ran up on this old piece of machinery out there, and he made several pictures of it, and he sent to us. And that's what I want to do now, is to show you some pictures of this old pull-behind harvester, was what he called it, and thought you might enjoy that, since we do like to look at antiques and old stuff here on my channel sometime. Alrighty, now something that I do want to add before we wind the video on up is I get a tremendous amount of reports out of Tuscaloosa County over there. I have two people over, there are two investigators in that area, and they do a lot of investigations and talk to a lot of people over there whenever we get reports on Bigfoot over that way. And they're always telling me about hearing something at night, the howls and that type of stuff. And it's just a very active area where I'm going to show you a picture of Northport. Now, there are, in this picture, I don't know how old this picture is, there are a lot of trees in there, so I don't want all the logging companies blogging that way, thinking that you're going to make several $1 million this afternoon cutting some trees, because there may not be that many over there. A lot of woods over that way have been cut. I just wanted to show you a picture of Northport. So anyway, I guess we'll just bring this video on to a close this afternoon, but I would like to know what you thought about the signs he saw. He would too. He does some hiking in that area, and I guess he wants to know if he needs to be on the watch out for Bigfoot over that way. If there's a Bigfoot in there, I'm sure Bigfoot's eyes has been on him while he's been out hiking in those woods over there. That's just the way it is. Bigfoot can be pretty close, and you won't know he's anywhere around, and all of a sudden something will spook him. He'll take off running, and then that's when you get to see him. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this Alabama adventure, and as always, Alabama Bigfoot Society is run completely out of pocket, and if you're in a position where you can make a donation and would like to, that would be very much appreciated. I do appreciate all of you who have made donations in the past. And anyway, if you like the video, hope you give us a like, and if you like these stories and the Bigfoot sightings and all the other stuff that we do down here, hope you will subscribe to the channel. And I guess with all that being said, good Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, I'll see you somewhere on down the trail.